Please welcome President Fitzgerald himself, President Fitzgerald Grant himself, Tony Goldwyn. They love your philandering presidential ways.
Don't we all?
I know. I'm telling you, I said I would vote for you. I would vote for you.
Well, you know, it's freezing outside, but you must be used to this weather because you just took your wife and daughters to Iceland.
We did.
Yeah. How was that? Because I've always wanted to take one of those trips.
Beautiful.
I know so many people have just recently gone to Iceland and they rave about it.
Jane and Tess and Anna next to me.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow. Isn't it beautiful? That's a crater lake outside of Reykjavik. And we wanted to go someplace, you know, we only get like 2 weeks off. We're on our schedules, and we wanted to go someplace that was outdoorsy and beautiful and unusual. And it's only 5 hours from New York. So you get on a plane and you're there. And, oh, yeah, it was great. And New Year's Eve in Reykjavik.
So what do you do?
Is off the hook.
Really?
Wait, what do they do?
Oh, God, it's insane. Icelanders know how to party, and they do this. What they do is they sell fireworks. I guess the rescue squad in Iceland, which does all the mountain and sea rescue, the way they make money is they sell fireworks at New Year's Eve, and they sell thousands and thousands. And people, I'm talking serious, for real fireworks, and small children setting off these things that go 50 feet in the air.
That is incredible.
And they start at about 11 p.m. and it goes until 1 a.m. nonstop. Wow. Everywhere you look, all around the city. So it's just crazy. It's everyone's drinking vodka and setting off fireworks.
That sounds so dangerous.
And apparently no one set themselves on fire.
It's amazing.
So, yeah, it was great. It was great. I highly recommend it.
You know, I have to say that I love you for so many reasons, but one of the reasons I love you the most, you've been married to your wife for 30 years. You have this...
I've lost count. I think it's in April, 28 years.
Oh, 28 years.
Yeah, but together for 30-something.
Listen, the 28th anniversary is the diamond anniversary. Did you know that?
Is it?
I don't know. I
The
said that
29th is the bigger
diamond
anniversary.
Okay.
I tell everybody that for every anniversary.
Thank you.
But you both raised your two daughters up in Connecticut in a Republican town.
Very Republican town, and we happen to
What does that mean? What does that mean? Very Republican. So how do you know?
So, you know, our town is, pretty conservative place. Everyone's in finance, and so, you know, we have a lot of, conservative friends, and my wife, I'm sort of moderate in my politics. I'm a Democrat, but more moderate, and my wife is super liberal and loves to mix it up. So we would have a dinner party, and we have a lot of close friends in the company. But, politics is one of those things that can make people uncomfortable.
Yeah,
sort of politics and religion and certain topics. And so Jane will sit down at the dinner table and go, so, I'm assuming we're the only Democrats here at the dinner table, and people get really tense.
Yeah, right.
And then the fur starts to fly, and everyone has a few drinks, and we have, like...
And then you break out those Icelandic fireworks.
Good dinner party.
Great conversation.
Great conversation.
I bet.
Yeah.
That's good, though. It's nice to have somebody mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, you know what? And everybody doesn't always have to agree in order to be tight friends.
But I guarantee this, they keep coming back. They keep coming back.
That's true. That is exactly right.
But we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back. We're going to ask Tony about the steamy scene people are still talking about on Scandal. So we're going to be right back with Tony Goldwyn. Now, you played President Fitzgerald Grant, and we're trying to find out, where is Olivia? You should know. You're the president.
You have to know. You know everything.
I can honestly say, Tony knows, but Fitz has no clue. And I can't tell you. No, Tony's not going to tell you anything.
What if we tickle
Tony
you?
would lose his job.
We'll tickle you.
You'll tickle me?
We will tickle you right on the ground. He'll wrestle you to the ground, and I will tickle
Will
you.
you tickle me even if I don't?
Sure thing.
How far in advance do you know things about this show, though?
We almost like the last minute. Because Shonda and her team of amazing team writers, they work on these scripts. It's, to the very last minute, and we usually get them the day before we shoot, and we all sit down around a table and read them out loud. And
but
the table reads for Scandal are just so much fun.
Does that help with the spontaneity of the show? Like
it really does. We're like the audience. We get it, and it sometimes is a challenge because the next day you might have a 3-page monologue you have to learn. But you get good at that, and it's really exciting. We feel like we're right alongside the audience.
Well, we gotta talk about it.
Let's do it.
We have to talk about your naughty phone sex scene. Because these women can't get enough. And some of the guys, that's all I'm going to say. Some of the guys.
Well, I suppose we can all live vicariously through Fitz.
Right.
That one took me by surprise. We've had some good love scenes on Scandal, but when we read it sitting around the table, of course, you never know what's coming. And I turn the page and I start reading this, and I go, this is not actually happening. Because there's something, honestly, about phone sex that's like super intimate.
Right.
And the way, and Shonda does not play.
Right.
It is for real. I thought, like, this is too real.
And so is Shonda sitting at the table when the table read is happening?
And she, blushes. She's so funny because she writes this really steamy stuff and it's very out there, and yet she's so girly and shy. Can I tell you another quick story about this? Is off the subject of the phone sex scene.
No, go for
when
it.
I was directing my first time directing on Scandal, I think it was in the second season, I had this very elaborate love scene with Olivia and Fitz that I had to direct myself and carry in a sex scene. And it was the reunion of Olivia and Fitz, and it was this big moment, and so I'm in Shonda's office talking about the scene with her and some of the other producers. And I said, so here's what I'm thinking about how we'll do it. And I was describing what Olivia and Fitz are up to, specifically how, and Shonda's like sitting on the couch, like turning, red. And she said, I have to stop you. I can't. This was she'd written it, but she was so embarrassed by me.
That's so
describing the
Do
sex.
you want to describe it again? Describe it for our audience right now, Tony.
Well, season 2,
Well, I'll tell you this though. When you were talking about the phone sex thing, my mom was here. She was like, "Yes, huh?" That kind of threw me off. I'll be honest with you.
The woman gave birth to 6 children.
That's my mama.
I'm just saying. Things happen.
And another thing I love about the show is that it's so big on social media. You and Carrie do live tweeting during the show, and even Rihanna tweeted about it.
I know, that was when I decided, okay, maybe this means I've made it.
Like she posts that picture and she puts Fitz darling.
I know, and I think I tweeted back Rihanna darling.
I mean, wow. It's
That is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, it was sort of like now I can die and go to heaven. She is a goddess.
And we love having you on, man. We love this show. Scandal Season 4 is back tonight at 9 p.m. on ABC. Make sure you check it out. Tony Goldwyn, everybody.
Send us a photo of how you wake up with live.